It's Monday, July 21st, 2025. This is the first baseball pod of the year for me.
It's the first podcast for me.
Congrats with me today.
Glad to be here.
Let me introduce you. They don't know who you are yet, dude. This kid. Can I still call you a kid?
Yeah, I'm a kid.
Okay. I met when he was in 7th grade. A little shit at Chico Jr.
100%. I still am, till this day.
I ended up with the privilege of coaching him as a freshman and sophomore.
Man, you were my substitute teacher before that, though.
Sure, but this is a baseball podcast.
Yeah.
Coached him at Chico High as a freshman, and then that was my last year.
That was your last year. I was bummed.
Carton retired. Well, we can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Coach Carton, legendary, decades-long coach at Chico High, retired that year after your freshman year.
Yep.
When he left, they were like, Ahlswede, you're gone, no chance.
Yeah.
Even though had a pretty good track record in 3 years, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then you went on to play varsity as a sophomore.
Yeah.
That year.
It kind of went all downhill when Carton and you left. Not gonna lie, it was just the athletic director. Everything just it tanked hard.
You can talk shit about anybody
Man,
on this
dude. I think we didn't even have my sophomore, junior, senior year. We didn't even have a tryout. I don't think we didn't even have enough people to show up. Like it was to the point where like, yeah, I was trying out to make varsity as a sophomore, but there was only like I think a 15-man roster at that point.
Wow.
So they brought up 2 of us.
I didn't even say your name yet. Is your pod name Eli Rainey or Elijah Rainey?
Elijah, gotta go full.
Elijah Rainey.
Gotta get professional.
Welcome to the AC Sports Podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Maybe we can do this often here.
Oh, make it a weekly thing.
I love it. Let's talk a little bit more about that. I haven't got a chance to talk to really any player from when I coached.
Yeah.
I had 0 coaching experience. Never even coached a T-ball team. Carton gave me the job 3 or 2 years before you.
Yeah, you were there. You were there 3 years in total.
That was my third.
Yeah.
We went like 13-4 first year. Second year was like maybe a 18-11 season or something. And then our year, I want to say we lost like 2 games all year, maybe 3.
Oh, man, I don't remember. I know we only lost to PV twice. I think we were 1-3. No, I think we tied against PV.
No. We beat them. Were you on the team that
beat them at home? Yeah. We beat them at home. That was a sweet game.
That was the only time I ever beat PV.
Yeah, that was even after that. My sophomore, junior, senior year, we never beat PV.
Wow.
I don't even think we didn't play my junior year because COVID. We didn't have a season. We only played 1 tournament, and I think I played 3 games my junior year.
You were a COVID?
I was COVID,
tragedy
man.
Case?
Tragic.
Dude, you're honestly, your career makes me cry.
It's pretty sad.
Because you...
Yeah.
And I honestly am not just saying this. I mean, there were some great players I got to coach. Marshall Hunt.
Yeah, he's great. He went on to play professional ball, at least minor league.
Right.
Then he got hurt. I mean,
Colton and Jake Hammond. 2 phenomenal players.
Love them.
There were a lot of good players.
Yeah,
you were the best player of your class, I think. Who was right there? Well, Jake. You and Jake.
Jake and I were the only ones that moved up as sophomores going on to play varsity ball.
Still some other great players in your class.
Yeah, 100%.
But you two, I was like, look, man, I mean, when you're coaching, obviously – it's not about like having favorites necessarily, but it's just.
But you did.
It's about
You did.
Well, and it isn't. It's more than just like the skill too. It's personalities and all that shit. And like you care about players once you're involved in their freaking not just their lives, but like their pursuit to like do something great, to be ambitious. Like it's really important. So, you and Jake were incredible. You were.
And the funny thing is, me and Jake were inseparable. We would hit in his batting cage every day for hours, even if it's 105. We grinded. We didn't weightlift that much, which I wish if I can go back, I wish I got in the gym more because
you guys were hitting 390.
Yeah, but I mean, imagine putting on 10 pounds of muscle.
True.
It would have made it a little easier.
So, yeah, and then we're only going to spend a couple more minutes on this so we can get to Major League Baseball. But what's like if you could kind of give a synopsis on your freshman year playing? Like, what are your memories of that just in general that season?
Man, transitioning from playing travel ball my whole life and having, I had a great coach, Huck Flinner. It's one of my best friend's dad.
Dude, what a baseball name.
He pitched for the Blue Jays.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually got hit in the eye and his eye exploded. So he never was able to pitch again. But transitioning from a travel ball coach that's kind of more lenient, fun, to transitioning into high school baseball where stuff is supposed to be more serious. Mm-hmm. But things were serious, but then you were still able to have fun and build a relationship with the coach. You were by far, like, the most personal, like, you cared about us. Mm-hmm. It showed. It really showed. And then people, I've talked to people that even said, like, I didn't like Derek. He didn't take it all that serious. And I even was like, really? Like, we had a good team and a good season.
Yeah.
And we were still coached well enough to be able to have fun.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I wasn't providing any, like, expertise to you guys whatsoever. Because
freshmen, you don't need that, really.
That's my thing. It actually kind of works.
You're there for having fun.
And I like that you brought up the seriousness aspect because that's pretty much all I could bring was, like, you know, I was a super serious player when I played, and we won in every sport I played at Chico High. And then, you know, being in the military probably has a little effect on that when you're in charge of something.
Definitely,
you have a little bit of a military SC. So, and I learned, like, once you get to your level, especially now with the travel culture, like, you guys know the game so well already. Like, I'm not teaching you shit. I'm not changing your swing.
The stuff you implement is when you're younger. It's not when you're a freshman.
So
and then when you get to, like, further on, that's when you implement more stuff.
Right.
That age group is just
let you guys play, show your talent.
Play.
My job was to just field the best roster I could, so it's more like a talent. Like, I know who the best 9 guys are.
100%.
And then let you guys play, and then just take winning seriously. And like once you and care about the players genuinely, and like once you do that, and then but it was so fascinating because once that you moved on to that new varsity coach they hired that year, and like he had played like college ball at a high level.
Yeah, pitched at Virginia Tech.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I so quickly noticed, like, it doesn't matter how much he knows about baseball. The guy is he's not personable. He doesn't have the right
personal
vibe.
Is the biggest thing. It's just, that's how a lot of kids and young adults get burnt out on baseball. And it's sad because they can't, you have to be serious at the next level, but it's still a game.
Right.
You're still having fun. Even in the pros, man, that's why there's those bloopers, like having fun. Like sometimes some coaches it's serious 110% of the time, and then what's the point? It's a job. It is a job, but not really.
These are all it's still a game. I don't care if you're 40 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I have the AC on. I hope that's not picking up on the
blushing.
mics.
I made you.
Am I?
I made you happy.
Wait. Who said I didn't take the game seriously though? Who call the names on that one? It was Jake, wasn't it?
No. Jake loved you. Okay. Jake loved you. Who was it? I forget. I saw him at the gym. I forget who it was.
I probably just didn't play him or have him high enough in the lineup.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, we're here to talk Major League Baseball. Since this is your first time on the pod, we don't need to get too deep in the league because we have some introductory stuff to talk about. I'm an Orioles fan. I was born in D.C., grew up in Maryland, came out here young. So stuck with the Orioles.
Tough year to be an Orioles fan.
It is. We'll talk about that a little bit. You are a
Giants fan.
Born and raised in Chico?
Born and raised in Chico. Went to games since I was like probably 10. Mm-hmm. Maybe 9 or 10. So Giants all the way.
You're too young for Candlestick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah. My dad actually went to the 85 World Series though. Or was that 87?
You mean
80?
The
89
Earthquake?
World Series. Was it 89? I think it was 89, right?
They played
it was Giants
88 and 89.
It was 89 was the Earthquake.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive. My dad was at the game.
No shit.
Kid. Yeah. He was sitting in the bleachers, and the concrete bleachers were rippling. His mom was getting a beer, and he was alone. I think he was 11 or 12. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty crazy.
Wait, I forget that I'm definitely old enough to be your dad.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start off with Giants' expectations going into the season versus where they are now for you.
Man, they getting Buster Posey as the new president,
right.
Like the guy he's doing a great job. I think Verlander is a pickup for the amount of money. I don't think that's worth it. I think his ERA is still good. I was talking with my brother about his numbers. Like, I think he's 0-7. He doesn't have a win. A few no decisions, so Giants don't give running support. That's the biggest thing. I think they're leading the league in like left on base, which is like
frustrating.
Pitchers like Logan Webb, he's an all-star, but he gets 0 run support. Games are always 2-0, 1-2, 1-0. He's given up 1 to 2 runs, but
similar to the Orioles the last 2 years before the season. We won a lot of one-run games.
100%.
But we usually were on the lucky side of that. So let's look up the Giants. Do you know the Giants' record by heart?
I know they're 6 games behind the Dodgers, which we have one of the NL West is, I think, the hardest. Besides the poor Rockies, we have the hardest.
I mean, the Diamondbacks
division,
World Series, National League champions from 2 years ago, right?
They're still 500.
Yeah.
I mean, every team but one's 500, but the Dodgers, well, everyone knows the Dodgers. They're actually on a pretty bad losing streak. I like to see that.
And then let's look at the wild card situation here. Look, I admittedly, since the Orioles aren't doing well this season, it's hard for me to be locked into baseball nowadays. I learned doing this podcast actually because I plan on doing every sport every season. I was like, when basketball came around, I was like, I love the Kings, but I just don't know the league that well.
100%.
I love the Orioles. I just can't follow the league. NFL for some reason is just so easy to follow the whole league for me. Yeah,
because there's one game a week.
It's that.
There's not a series or 2 a week.
Sure, but there is a certain love as a fan too now. And I mean, when I played baseball and football, and I probably love football, or I like football a little bit more than baseball. Still love both. So anyways, my point is that this is the idiot and the maybe a little bit higher level.
I follow it quite a bit.
Okay,
I follow it quite a bit.
So I don't know anything. So let's look it up. You're learning with me in real time, listener, if you don't know anything either. Giants are, outside the wild card situation right now?
No, because
2.5 back?
Yeah. There's still a lot in the season. I still think there's a chance. They just need to hit, man. That's the biggest thing. They need to hit.
So we have the Cubs, Brewers, Mets, and Padres above them right now. And then the Reds are tied with them. Who do you see the Giants overcoming in that situation? Cubs and Brewers have a pretty decent lead.
Brewers are on a 10-game win streak. I don't know if you saw that.
Oof.
The Brewers are actually very hot right now.
Okay.
I've been following them. They're very hot. The Padres are starting to get some of their stars back. Merrill, one of their good rookies, was hurt for I think a month or two. He's coming back. He slowed down, but he's starting to heat up again. Dylan Cease finally is pitching for the Padres. He had a rough start, but he's finally starting to pitch good. So
he's not former Cy Young, is he?
He was on the White Sox, and then he was on the not the Brewers. I forget what team he was on. Yeah. But he was good, and he's starting to figure it out. I think the Padres are going to make a push again. I don't think the Giants are going to beat the Padres. I think wild card, it's going to come down to Padres Giants.
What about the Mets? It seems like the Mets are the team to overcome here. But they're too good too.
They're very good. I mean, Soto's finally starting to hit, and Pete Alonso found Jesus this offseason.
Doesn't he always find Jesus?
I don't know. They weren't even going to keep him before they re-signed him. He was doing really bad, and then he had a good postseason. He hit that home run against the Brewers in the was it the divisional series?
No, that was the first round.
Yeah, maybe.
Or was that the divisional?
Yeah, but he hit a walk-off or a game go-ahead home run against Devin Williams, one of the best closers, and he hit a home run in the
phenomenal. Even I remember that. That was a good moment.
It was sick, and they re-signed him, and he is absolutely balling this year.
So the Giants are fucked.
Yeah. If you look at their players, back to what I was talking about with Buster Posey taking over the Giants. He's doing a great job. He picked up Willie Adames in the offseason, and that was a kind of Adames. His numbers, if he was still playing in Milwaukee, would be, I think, almost 50% or 30% higher than it would in Oracle, because the ball doesn't fly in Oracle. It's a bigger stadium, but his trajectories, there's I think 6 or 7 balls that have left the field, and then there would have been, I think, 30 to 50 more hits. If I was reading the stat correctly.
Dude.
So
thanks for bringing some good knowledge to the
He
pod.
might not be a giant. He's a good fielder, but man, he strikes out a lot.
So let's talk about ballpark dimensions, okay? The Orioles kind of famously moved their left field fence in. Mm-hmm. After they did that, 2 phenomenal seasons. A first place season, a damn near 90 plus win season before that. Then we switched it up, moved it back a little bit again.
I know why.
And now we suck again. And I'm convinced that deep field for our pitching and defensive purposes is what helped us be so good. On that note, though, like, where do you stand with dimensions of a ballpark not being or not requiring a consistent thing? Are you okay with that? Do you like it?
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
I kind of fucking hate it.
I like it. It's not you can if you compare it to football. Football's all the same size.
Yeah. What we have a 120-yard field and then a 140-yard field.
Yeah, but then think about the great stadiums like Fenway. I mean, that's an American ballpark. That's one of the oldest ballparks, and it's known for the Green Monster. It has only 300 feet. 300 feet, and it's 50 feet tall. Yeah. Like that, you don't see that anywhere else.
But this is the debate. Is this like? It's like American nostalgia, like it's the beauty of the game and blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, fine. I'm so much more of I want kind of like a fair, consistent playing field across the board in order to see who truly the best players and teams are. It changes everything, man. My only argument in football about this was how we play like playoff games in the snow. And I think that's ridiculous. Like, oh no, it looks beautiful. We love the look of it. Like, it shuts down people's passing games. Like they need to play in games, shuts down everything. Or we need to play in domes in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that makes more sense than baseball, I think.
Okay.
But I mean, also the altitude changes things. The Rockies could have the same dimensions as Oracle. The ball's going to fly 30 feet farther.
Well, then at least that's just one example. No. Well, look, that's one example that's different than like every single stadium's different. Anyways, that's my rant on baseball size. And I like you bring up Adames as an example there. Okay, so Giants look kind of fucked. We don't need to talk about the Orioles, but I guess the only interesting thing about
back to dimensions, you see Jackson Holliday's home run that would have been a home run in like 15 of the 30 stadiums against the Rays.
Was it in Tampa
yesterday, I think, or the day before yesterday?
What they won?
It was almost a walk-off home run, but the guy caught it literally at the top of the wall. But it would have been a home run in like every other stadium.
I missed it. I've been a really bad Orioles fan this year.
Hey, I'm glad that Holliday's turned out. I mean, if
it's only his second year.
Can we talk about the draft pick this year? Or
can we talk about how he's younger than you?
Yeah. How Eli Willits is 17 years old and is going lower than fully progressed college pitchers.
So what's your opinion on that?
6 out of the 10 guys, 6 out of the 10 first 10 draft picks were high schoolers. That's ridiculous. You can't bank on a younger player to be able to go to the major league level. Yes, they're playing these camps, and yes, they're facing good guys. They're 17 years old. Things change.
So basketball is the only sport, I don't know much about hockey, where it's famously okay to draft an 18-year-old number 1 overall or something like that. Yeah. And it's what the scouts and, experts see in a player's mechanics or whatever it is they see. It sounds like you think that's ridiculous.
If I was a guy, if I was drafting a team, I would go for someone has more progression. Someone that's had experience. I mean, guys like Liam Doyle, he went, I think, 4th, and Cade Anderson went 2nd, possibly, pitcher for LSU. I would much rather have a guy that's pitched in playoff situations that has that type of nerves. I mean, look at Billy Beane, Moneyball. I just watched that movie with my girlfriend. Phenomenal. And look, he was like a high school first-round draft pick. And
you rewatched it, or you watched for the first time?
I rewatched it, but he didn't pan out. It's guys like that, like Jackson Holliday. He's young. He's younger than me. Right. He was a shot in the dark. Look how he turned out. He went. I think he was like 50 at bats with 39 strikeouts or something
to start his career.
And yeah, that was rough. But now he's starting to pan out more. He's hitting good.
And it's only his second year. I mean, I don't even expect him to pan out yet, honestly. So yeah, it's nice that he's doing well. Years.
But personally, I would rather have a guy that has experience than a 17-year-old.
Not to mention the elite college players that are like, what the fuck? You're drafting this kid over me? Like, wouldn't you be pissed?
I'd be really pissed. Like,
well, look, if the teams, who's the team that had first overall?
Nationals.
Yeah, so if the Nationals screw up, then good. They deserve to have screwed up. They wasted their pick.
They're I think they're last. I think they're one of the worst records. I forget what division.
Such a weird franchise. The fact that they won a World Series like 5-6 years ago.
With Trey Turner and who else?
Soto.
In Soto, yeah.
But that, and then like they were like a kind of perennial playoff team before that too. It's a very weird team.
Yeah.
The only comparison I'm going to bring up like other sports analogies this whole podcast. I feel that in college football, where you got a guy like the Ohio State quarterback from last year, who got drafted by the Steelers this year. Forget his name, but my point is these guys that play in the national championship against the best players in college, crush. Will something is there?
Will Levis?
No. Anyways,
Will Shipley?
A guy like that. The listeners, no, they don't. We don't need to remind the name. My point is, you see a guy perform at the highest level, win a natty, and then he's still like a 6th-round pick. I think that guy's going to be phenomenal in the pros. My point is, it's like there is like it seems like an overthinking of franchises, like on mechanics or how someone looks at a workout instead of what they've done on the field. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, I asked you to come up with a list of a few of the most pressing or interesting issues in Major League Baseball.
This is
Elijah.
This is my biggest thing in baseball from last year to this year. I never really realized how bad it was, but there absolutely needs to be salary caps in baseball.
Ooh, I like this.
There needs to be salary caps. We can't have super teams. Like, it's bad, and it shows if you look at the standings from what is.
So what do you got? Yeah, tell me what you got. So,
in differing contracts, like the Dodgers, their total payroll this year is $341 million, and Miami's is $67 million.
Yeah.
So it's a percentage, pretty much a fraction of what that is, and it shows. The Marlins are one of the worst teams in baseball.
Now, I will say, oddly enough, that payroll in New York with the Yankees has not led to success for some reason. Except, last year obviously they made the World Series.
They're $290 million is their payroll.
Right.
They're also dealing with injuries.
Right.
They have guys. They have Judge. So
the one of the reasons we talked about my love or attraction to the NFL over other sports. A lot of it has to do with the parity. The fact that not only is it possible for a bad team to be good the next season, it's inevitable. Every year you get 4 to 6 teams.
The Steelers in the beginning of the year last year, they were really good.
But did you know that they're the past some insane 30 seasons, there's been at least 4 teams who didn't make the playoffs the year before that make the playoffs the next year. So it happens every single season.
Not in baseball.
Exactly.
Not in baseball at all.
I
think impossible to root for the underdog in baseball because they'll never have a chance.
But then, what about? You do look at some of the World Series winners that didn't have the highest payrolls over the recent years. Who was won the World Series recently?
Dodgers won last year. The year before that was pull it up.
Okay.
World Series winners.
This Google search is brought to you by the Ahlswede Collection Podcast Network. Subscribe.
I know there's the Rangers, because Bochy, Astros. Those are still all of the biggest paid contracts.
Rangers don't have one. They didn't have one of the biggest payrolls in baseball, did they?
They are 7th. They have the 7th highest payroll.
Astros are up there.
Astros are definitely up there.
Are the Braves up there?
Braves.
Nationals, Red Sox, Astros again, Cubs, Royals, Giants.
Last year, Braves, they're up there. 8th, right below the Rangers.
And then, I guess my point is that it didn't necessarily equate to a World Series just because you were the Dodgers or Yankees with these payrolls, which is nice. That said, it seems like the Dodgers, it's getting to a point to where, they have a horrible playoff record.
They choked the playoffs
minus last year.
Yeah.
So, maybe we'll see that again this year.
They're deferring Ohtani's contract by $680 million.
That doesn't. Why is that legal?
Exactly.
They pay him $1 a year on the salary cap or something.
He's already making more money from New Balance and his sponsors and stuff like that. And
I think we're getting almost into political territory with issues with American corporations and capitalism and how the most powerful entities could just kind of set the rules.
Yeah.
No. So and what's
pretty gross.
And on a political point too, the NFL is a socialist entity, the way that they run things. And a lot of people don't connect those things. And then what happens is you get a way better product for the fan. Look, dude, I mean, baseball's hurting. Basketball's hurting a little bit.
Basketball's dying. We'll talk about it another time.
But I think there's a phenomenal argument to be made that if you put a salary cap on baseball, don't. There's arguments like cut the games down, blah blah. No, just put a salary cap on there. I wonder how much the game would improve and how much more interested fans would be.
How are they going to do that though? How would they? How are they going to say, Ohtani, we're paying you all this now so we can stop? His contract's deferred.
You can't. There's caps.
They literally can't do that, though.
No, I'm saying, like...
If you were to change it.
Well, you'd have to have some time to transition into it, but...
A lot of time.
You can do whatever you want if you want to.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so salary caps in baseball. I love this point. Check one for me agreeing with you entirely on that. What's your next
My second biggest one was the draft picks. So if you agree with me that it's ridiculous, then we can clock that off and go to the next one.
Oh, so you already said that one. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your like thesis statement on that though?
I think it's a gamble. It's a risk. It's a big risk that some of these ball clubs should take, Nationals being one of them. Yeah, that could be a good risk because they could.
17. Did you see his reaction when he got drafted?
Yeah, he looks like he's 10.
Did you see his reaction to his girlfriend?
Didn't he ignore her? He didn't even look at her, right? He was
Everybody's like, well, that relationship's over now.
I mean, yeah. How often do guys like that stay with their
More important question. You get drafted, and she might be listening. You get drafted to baseball. Are you staying with your girlfriend?
Yeah, 100%.
First round? Okay.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah, 100%.
We're going to clip that one for YouTube.
Yeah. Thank you. She'll like that.
Okay, so those are your two good points. And that point is don't draft high school players first overall, basically.
I don't even think top 10.
Okay.
More than half of them were. It's just like, what is this world coming to? I mean.
Let me ask you, though, because you're so fresh off of, you had an injury, right?
Yeah.
Arm injury?
Yep. In my first year of college.
And you were pitching?
I was pitching.
Should you have been pitching or playing?
I probably should have been hitting. That was my strongest suit.
So
I once you face some fuzz 93 and the ball looks like it's rising, it changes the game drastically. I don't think people realize how hard it is to hit a baseball.
Got you.
It is so hard.
Oh, so you legit weren't hitting as well at that level?
I kind of slowed down and I gave up on it. I didn't as soon as I saw negatives, I was like, no, I'll just go pitch. Forget it. Because I had both options. I was good at both. I was above average at both. I was definitely above average at hitting. But look, took an easy way out.
We can totally go back and forth talking about your personal career because I'm dying to actually talk about some of this stuff. I started you at first base as a freshman. I think a lot of coaches probably would have put you at like third or I think center or something like that. Did you not like that?
No, I liked first.
Dude, and that's like my essential thing.
I played first after that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. All the way until I started playing at Butte 2 years ago when I tried to come back after surgery. Yeah, I played first.
See, same with Marshall. I played Marshall at first. And like people were like, he's a phenomenal athlete. Like he should be playing third. He should.
Athletes got to go at first sometimes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You and Marshall as my first baseman, fucking epic.
Yeah.
There's a generational JV run there for first baseman, I just got to say.
Yeah.
No, I love kind of seeing, that was my favorite part of coaching was like the instant, because I didn't know who any of you guys were. I'd never watched any of you guys play, so just like my kind of raw view of you guys, like, okay, he looks perfect there, So I always loved you first.
It's not like Little League where like you stick the right fielder because he's the worst player. I mean, you kind of did.
Well, you played outfield your sophomore year in varsity, right? You played like left and center, I want to say, most of the time?
A little bit. It was first and switching with that.
You did, okay.
Yeah, I didn't really get fast until my junior year. Like, I started to pick up my legs.
Did you like playing center?
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. It's fun. It's super fun. Yeah. Now I wish I could go back because I play softball now. It's fun to track down balls.
Yeah. That's what I played in varsity.
Show off my speed. It's fun.
That's what I played.
Until you pull a hammy and you're like, ah.
I won 2 section championships varsity.
No biggie, though.
Center fielder.
No biggie.
No, center's the fucking best. We had a guy, Mike. Do you remember Michael Fahey?
Farley.
Michael Farley,
yes.
who tragically passed away. Did you not know that?
He passed away
Years ago now. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he had like substance abuse problems. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he got drafted by the A's
twice. They re-signed him.
They did
after he got the first DUI. I didn't know he passed away.
Yeah.
I was just talking about him like literally 2 days ago.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I had to tell you. Yeah. I want to say it was like 3 years plus ago.
I didn't know that.
Right. Damn. It's so fucking tragic. But I bring him up,
especially how much of a talent he was.
I bring him up because he was a senior my first year coaching varsity.
Yeah.
But obviously got to go, or coaching JV, so obviously I got to go up there and got along well with him. He was like adopted, only black kid on the team.
I think he had a hard come up, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we just kind of had internal traumatic issues, like 100%. But he played right field as a senior on varsity. You just made me think when you mentioned the right field thing. It's like how always struck me like this dude's getting drafted by the A's playing right field in high school. Like, that's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, rest in peace. Love that guy. You have 2 points still.
Yeah.
What's number 3? Most pressing issues, most important, most interesting issues in Major League Baseball.
ABS system.
What's that?
Automatic ball strike. They implemented it.
What do you mean?
In pretty sure in the All-Star game.
Wait. They used AI or
no automatic ball strike system.
What is that?
ABS. It's where if the hitter doesn't agree with the baller strike, they can tap their hat and call a challenge. They did it in spring training. It's because the umpires are absolutely atrocious. They're bad.
Okay, then I'm glad you brought this up. Okay,
they're bad.
Tell me what you think about this. Why on earth?
Yeah.
AI can do fucking everything in the world now.
Anything.
Calling balls and strikes would be like the most basic AI issue possible. Let's break this down a little bit. To you, would you be okay with that?
No umpires?
Well, hear me out. So you'd still have an umpire back there because you'd still want somebody to call calls at the plate.
Yeah.
To be kind of like a game manager. They're kind of there to really prevent freaking brawl, whatever. Like you still need a presence there, right? But and I know it's easier for them, but they just have like a system on them. AI tells them exactly if it was a ball or a strike. So they're still technically calling it. So you still have a human being there, and they're going to do other things. They're still going to be required to do other things, not just call plays at the plate, but a variety of things. Things come up. They're kind of the manager of the umpires in the whole field, right? You can still have first and third, down the lines in playoffs, calling calls at the bags and everything, foul balls, everything like that. But what's your feeling about that if that were the case? And then every call is perfect, balls and strikes.
That's what makes it interesting, though. I don't know. That's man, that's a good one. I don't really like it.
You're so nostalgic.
I want umpires.
So you want to be able to complain about a bad umpire.
Yeah, but to the point where I think challenges are great, but the challenges are wrong. There's a lot of times this year where they've called to New York, and they get it wrong after they look at it.
Well, then you agree with me.
I agree, but then there won't be ejections.
No.
That's
there's no more arguing, sure.
No more arguing.
That's the funny thing. When I bring this up to people, they ultimately are like, I guess I kind of like that they make bad calls because in their fights and arguments.
You kind of lose the hunger, like the.
Do you? If every call is fair, that's what we want.
Yeah, but then the presence is not needed. He's just gonna stand there.
He's still calling it. He's got the AI telling him what it is. Yeah. He's still looking at it.
Yeah.
He gets his little beep if it's a strike, not if it's a ball, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the ABS system's a good start.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Oh, it's just a challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge. Yeah. But you only get you only get one per at bat or something because you could abuse it.
Sure.
And they're testing it to where it's going to take too long.
Just like when the pitch clock was implemented, you could have one timeout.
I think that saved baseball.
Well, okay. What's
I think
funny?
That's great.
I wrote this blog like 2021, 2022, where I spelled out like this is what baseball needs to do to change. And like top of the list, I wrote this long thing about the pitch clock.
Really?
Next year, implemented. Yeah.
That's
happened a few times. It's happened on the pod too. I said something on the football pod recently that they're talking about. Oh yeah, the reseeding football. So like how the 4 seed gets to host the worst divisional winner hosts a playoff game against the best wildcard team. So it's always like a 13-win wildcard team going to like a 9-win winner of the South.
Yeah.
I talked about that a lot and thinking about changing that too. Anyways, enough of me applauding myself here. How did you feel about? So you were in on the pitch clock from day one.
Yeah, I liked it. I think at first, as a pitcher, like getting out of your rhythm is kind of hard to do. Like, because when you're pitching good, you are locked in, and if something disrupts it, say someone comes and talks to the umpire, you kind of like, man, like my arm felt great. I'm in a rhythm. You're going. I think the pitch clock helps in a way because then you're always just repetitive.
It's interesting too how few violations there are too. People were so worried about that.
Like it was a good idea.
A World Series is decided because of a violation.
My biggest complaint about it is going back to 2023, Acuna's 40-70 season. He broke. Was it Ozzie Smith? No,
Ozzie never hit 40.
No. Stealing though.
Oh no, it would have been like Willie McGee had more stolen bases.
It was a Brave. I'm pretty sure.
Ricky Henderson
was there. No, he was there at the game, but. That's the year they made pitch clock, so you only get 2 pickoff attempts. It's the year they made the bases bigger. So would you say that his 40-70 season, his 70 stolen bases, is that legit? Could you compare that to Ricky Henderson's stolen bases?
No, that guy was so on a crazy different level.
But not at all. You can't. That's why it's a StatCast era. You can't compare stats from back then to now.
Right.
It's just.
And there's an element of that with like just evolution and humanity. It's like you can almost never compare a generation now to one 30 years ago, like no matter the sport.
Baseball's a completely different game.
Dude, I still don't get the you can only have 2 pickoff moves rule.
It's 2 disengagements.
So after you've done your second, right?
Yeah.
What's preventing the runner from just going?
So you can still pick off.
You can step.
But if you pick off or step off and you don't get them out, they automatically get second base.
Gotcha. Okay. Thanks for finally explaining it to me. I guess I could have looked that up. Okay, so to recap, your third point was, what was it again? Oh, the checking balls and strikes.
Yeah, ABS system.
ABS?
Automatic ball strike system.
And you're just a fan of it.
I think when it happens, it's going to be bigger than the pitch clock.
So it hasn't been fully implemented.
I think it's not fully implemented until like 2027 where they're going to actually do that. But they're doing it in like the future games, the All-Star future games for like the minor league players, guys and prospects.
Yeah.
They're doing it for those games. They're doing it in spring training. This year was the first year I think they did it in spring training. And it's funny. I mean, like I think it was Trey Turner. First pitch of spring training, right down the middle, and he challenged it as a joke. And the umpire like went up and checked, and he was like, "Yep, it's a strike." So it's like,
I like that. It's the NBA started to implement reviews a lot more over the past 5 years or so.
Yeah, 100%.
It slows the game down a little bit, but I think it's overall a good thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, do you have point number 4?
I have a couple more points.
Okay.
I think betting, sports betting.
Ooh.
I think it's I sports bet personally.
You do?
Yes, I do.
How's your girlfriend feel about that?
She doesn't like it.
Yeah. How do your parents feel about that?
Don't love it. Me and my brother both do it. It's not bad. I'm not like I'll do watch the UFC fights. $10.
Do you have a little brother or older brother?
Older brother, Kyle. Chelsea's. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They grew up together. Maybe not, but I think it's almost kind of ruining sports. It is everywhere. Everyone's sports betting.
You're participating.
I know, so I can't really talk bad about it.
No, you can't. You have to.
But 22% of the population's doing it.
That's insane.
And it's kind of sad that people are betting on college players, and college players are getting death threats because they don't do good.
Yeah, I've never been a gambler. And I think, as much as I love sports, just something about it. I just don't think I'm a risk taker with stuff like that. Yeah. Like the reward isn't worth the risk to me.
Yeah.
Especially since the odds.
I used to do it a lot. Like every day I'd be doing it. I haven't done it in a while. And it feels good not to, because I actually like watching Giants games, always putting a player that's Young Huli to get a hit. Yeah. And then he doesn't get a hit. And then I'm like, man, Young Huli, really? You did that to me?
Well, more importantly, you're losing money.
And then, that. But then also, then you don't really want to watch the game unless you're betting on it.
Sure.
So I think that's also kind of...
In fantasy, in a way, that's why fantasy, kind of traditional fantasy, is a good kind of
healthy
supplementary thing. Yeah, because it's just you got like $100 for the whole season. Yeah, you're not doing it.
Yeah,
game by game.
I did fantasy baseball for the first time last year.
I like fantasy baseball.
It's a lot though. It's not like football. Like back to what you were saying earlier.
Well, you set your lineups for the week and.
Yeah, but the league I was in, it's like you can pick up different pitchers each day. So it was an everyday thing. That's too much. I was in one this year again, and the rules were different. I made it a week this year. I won. I got second last year. Yeah. This year, I gave up after week 2 because it was just too much.
So you think sports betting should be banned again? It always was.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, in California, you still can't bet outright outcomes of games. You can only do player props. Right. So betting on a player to get a certain amount of points, to hit a home run, to do that. Right. That's legal if you're over 18.
Right.
They might have moved it to 21, but
right, it should be at least 20.
I think it should be 21.
Again, that's just another like corporate cash grab. Like,
yeah.
Then these companies like DraftKings, you see them everywhere on every podcast advertiser.
There are so many different apps. There's Underdog, There's Sleeper, there's Prize Picks, there's Better, there's Jake Paul made Better. Because everyone's making it because they can make money on it.
Welcome to the Vegas model is the house always wins. Of course, there's going to be a million companies.
We should make it a betting app.
No. We need to make an anti-betting app, whatever that looks like. I'm here to rain on the parade of American unabashed, unregulated fun. So wait, I'm sorry. You are totally against it? Did you even say yet?
I'm against it and not against it. I don't know. I just think it's a problem.
So then what would you do differently?
Personally, I'd take it away.
From everyone or yourself?
Myself. But I don't know. It's hard because
it's a vice. It's an addiction.
Yeah, I think it's one of the highest addictions besides.
And it can ruin your life just like drugs.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah. And it does seem, would you say that like it's like almost the person that isn't like a drug addict or an alcoholic, like gambling is like their excuse to have 100%. Is like an addiction or a 100%. Vice because they don't do that other stuff. So it's like, oh, I can have a vice.
Yeah.
It's a thought.
I don't have any addictions besides that.
Good.
So it's nice to not have that.
Good for you. I'm quitting drinking.
Good for you.
I will not be drinking on the golf course on Wednesday.
I don't drink at all.
Good.
So.
Perfect. That's when I'm going to start golfing with you. In your fucking 78 bullshit.
No, I was shooting low this week. It felt good.
Okay, we'll go another 10 or 15 minutes here. That was point number 4. You didn't really make much of a point there. You don't. Yeah, no.
I just think that's like one of the biggest things that's happening in sports right now.
I think it's insane. It should be illegal.
It's a lot. I think it should be illegal as well. I think so.
You don't.
I do.
No, I'm saying it should not.
Oh, it shouldn't be.
No. Never was until like 4 years ago. It shouldn't. Yeah. It's insane.
And I don't know. It's a subject that's either it's a lose-lose. Like it's just not really like you can't really make a point to take it away completely, but you can't take it.
It's. I think you totally can. It's like if it's ruining people's bank accounts and shit. Like, come on, what are we doing? And just like ethically, like this is just like. It's like if you are promoting like cigarettes or alcohol on this like mass scale, like even like alcohol's legal, cigarettes are legal, but like there are regulations with like advertising. Like you're not just gonna see like cigarette ads across podcasts, right?
Yeah.
But it's legal. Same type of thing. It's like it's just so kind of embedded in the culture now. And like you mentioned, not to, like the fact that it could even be intertwined. We've seen scandals in the NBA recently with players that are like on board. Like this can happen. And it's happened before with NBA referees 25 years ago.
Pete Rose?
Sure. So it's existed from like the Vegas level because Vegas is always there.
But it's current too.
The fact
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani is one of the biggest things.
Bro, do you have any conspiracy theories about that? Was he totally innocent in that?
I don't know. How can you not like him? I don't know if you ever listened to him. He just sounds like such a stand-up guy. I don't think he would do it.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Fair.
But at the same time, I love the memes where it's like, man, what did I see the other day?
He really let his assistant steal all that money.
What's his favorite thing Ohtani's such a great pitch. I think Shane Gillis did you see his
ESPYs thing?
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Gillis fan, but
okay, but him talking about Ohtani was like Ohtani's a a pitcher and a hitter and a bookie. like, it's funny.
Yeah, I'm a little. That always smelled a little fishy that he didn't know that much money was missing the whole time.
Yeah,
like,
but
he kind of let his guy take the fall for it. I don't know.
He's deferring $680 million.
Yeah. Okay. I like point number 4 that you hate or you have a kind of a problem with gambling, but you don't think it should go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a moot point.
Hey, it's a great conversation for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have number 5 most important issue in baseball?
I don't think it's an issue.
Okay.
I don't really have any other issues, but I think I don't know if you've heard about pitcher them wanting to move the mound back.
What?
I think an extra 5 feet or something.
No way.
Yeah, they talked about it when they were talking about the ball and strike system, or not the ball and strike, the pitch clock. Because
that's insane.
Exactly. That's what I don't think it's ever going to happen, but I've heard about it. I've heard people talking about it. I think it was maybe Kruk and Kipe, the Giants. They were talking about it not too long ago. It must have been a year ago now, but because pitchers are throwing so hard.
That's insane.
Yeah.
The way that would change everything.
Yeah, make the bases bigger, but don't move them back. Right? It's the same thing. Like, they made the bases bigger, but they didn't move the bases.
But if you move the mound back, are you now moving the fucking bases
exactly.
back?
I don't know. I don't know if that would ever happen, but I remember them talking about it.
I can't believe that's even a conversation. It does remind me, maybe it was that, or it was like lowering the height of the mound, maybe. That when I heard that MLB was talking about that at like a serious level.
That's stupid too.
Yeah, and like,
no,
what a ridiculous conversation.
Yeah,
I'm fine. I think the bigger bases were smart.
Yeah, for safety, 100%, 100%. And also, I don't know if you saw, but in college baseball, NCAA, like SEC, the Southeastern Conference, they made in like a softball bag to the side, like a green base or an orange base to the side, to where if they're running to first, they can touch that and not like first to avoid injuries. You don't like that?
At all. No, that's horrible. I don't know why I don't like that. Let's not bring softball to baseball, too.
Yeah, avoid injuries, though.
Okay, but the bigger bags will do on that.
Yeah.
So this podcast has largely been kind of rules of the MLB, which I'm cool with that. I like that. That's kind of my wheelhouse since I don't know a ton of details about the league this year. Is there another point you wanted to bring up, or can we get into some stats?
Big dumper, Cal Rayleigh.
What about him? The home run.
38 home runs, on track to beat Judge record.
So he has 38. Okay, let's look
most. I mean, it was like I think it was 30 was the most.
So
he's not a batting average leader though. He's home run leader. Yeah, Cal Rayleigh, 38 home runs.
We have Judge at 36.
It's funny. The two guys that I wrote down to talk about, Cal Rayleigh and Paul Skeens. The two guys.
Sure. Well, yeah, they're okay. So yeah, let's just talk about some of the biggest stars in the game now.
Let's talk about Paul Skeens first.
I mean, there's so much to talk about with Paul Skeens.
4-8 record with 8 no decisions, and he still has a 2.0 ERA.
So you brought up Verlander not having any wins. Is the win-loss stat just irrelevant now?
A lot of no decisions. Bullpens aren't as great, it feels like. Maybe that's coming from a Giants fan, because our bullpen is... It's tough to be a Giants fan watching us lose in the 7th, 8th, 9th inning.
Well, wins used to be such a big deal when I was a kid.
Yeah, 100%.
It was like a 20-win season. Like that. Like Cy Youngs were just
doesn't really happen anymore.
No, Cy Youngs were honestly, wins were almost more important than ERA.
Yeah.
Like, which is insane to think about now. The 20-win pitcher was just such a normal thing. It was like the, 5,000-yard quarterback or something like that. It was a milestone. Yeah. How far over 20 wins could you go? You mentioned the A's Giants series. It was like Dave Stewart and Bob Welch, I want to say, were like 2 20-win pitchers. It was just such a thing. And, the reliever saves still seem as relevant as they used to be.
Yeah.
Getting up into the 40s, maybe even 50s, like huge deal. But wins are just like, why is it even a stat anymore?
Go look at Verlander, because I just touched on Paul Skeens. He's like one of the best pitchers, but he's only 4-8. He's getting no run support, like I was saying with the Giants. But Verlander, I'm pretty sure he still has a decent ERA, career stats right there. Yeah, if you go all the way down.
Okay. Yeah.
2025. Yeah, he has a 5 ERA, which isn't great, but he's 0-8.
Oh, he sucks this year.
His whip's not bad.
1.5 is not good. No, it's not, dude. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, for 0-8 though, you'd think is.
Who are we, dude? I think my hot take this podcast is let's scrap wins and losses, or we got to bring the inning requirement down to like 4 instead of 5, because pitchers just aren't throwing over 5 innings anymore for the most part.
Yeah, we don't see Tim Lincecum throwing 140 pitch no hitters, or
it's just like, dude, this whole thing where basically a pitcher maxes out at 5 innings, like sometimes 6, sometimes 7,
or pitches. They don't throw over 100 pitches anymore.
Sure. Which that was kind of a rule back then. I don't know if just like, I don't know what happened with the innings versus pitches thrown. It seemed like there was
there ever
less of
a
a
rule
disparity.
on pitches thrown? I don't think
not a rule. It was just like
it's health and safety of their arm.
It would be nice to look that up, like average pitches.
I guarantee it's
pitches
80
thrown
87
by starter in 1987.
Oh, 87.
Let's just go back. Let's see what we got. I don't think it tells us.
No.
Okay, yeah, we can't have dead time on the pod, so we won't look that up. But anecdotally, it felt like, well, we know for sure the pitchers threw a lot more innings.
Yeah.
Complete games are like a relic now.
Yeah.
Who's throwing a complete game these days?
Schoolball threw one.
Okay.
He threw one.
You got to throw it in like 98 pitches.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't remember last time someone threw a complete game.
See,
besides that,
it used to be so normal for the all-star pitchers to throw complete games.
100%.
Like, people would have, like, even when I was a kid, dude, people would have 10, 11, 12 complete games a year. Like, it's you know, it's cool. I mean, I guess the argument is, like, look, Tommy John has been around for a long time. You know, pitchers having serious injuries has been around for a long time. You had to deal with this personally on your own. I don't know if it's like we're throwing more off-speed stuff, like, as hard as possible. Now, pitchers are throwing harder now than they used to. That's kind of the consensus.
Yeah, pitchers are throwing harder.
Where like a guy like Maddox, like, it wasn't about how hard you threw; it was all about placement and movement. Like,
yeah, there's still pitchers that succeed that still throw. Like Kyle Hendricks, pitcher for the Angels. He doesn't even touch 90. I don't think. I think his fastball's 88.
See,
and he's still viable.
Do you see maybe, because this is a huge issue, pitcher injuries in the pros now? Mm-hmm. Do you see like a cultural shift back to that, or it's just harder?
I think harder.
Like, I'm saying, like the youth levels, like it's just they're teaching you how to throw as hard as possible, right?
Yeah. I think that's what did my arm, was trying to throw harder. I literally would just try to PR every time I threw. That's what did it. And I think it's not about longevity. I think it should be about longevity, trying to make your arm last as long as possible. I mean, like Verlander, he doesn't throw that hard, but he's pitched how many years now?
Insane.
20? 20? Yeah, like he's pitched so long.
When did he start? He started in
2005. 20 years. He's dealt with injuries, but not season ending.
Yeah.
But it's hard to stay healthy as a professional athlete.
I'm just sad thinking about your injury now. Let's go back real quick to top 5 guys. Skeens, did you have like a further point on Skeens aside from his win-loss? Or
I think he needs to get out of Pittsburgh.
Sure, but then he's just going to go back to your original point. He's going to go to one of the big market teams, obviously. Yeah. He's going to be in New York or LA.
There is another thing we should touch on is there's some big trade deadlines that are coming up.
What do you know about the trade deadline?
I know that some free agents pull up top free agents real quick.
You know, normally I never Google during a pod, but
I kind of like it.
It's like usually you need a third guy to do it because it creates dead space. But what I've noticed is that when we put stuff on YouTube, it's different than audio. I used to do audio only, where you can't have any dead space on YouTube. It's like they don't care.
Yeah,
just watch it. Okay, anyways, 10 most. Oh wait, NBA.
Top free agents, MLB.
Can we talk about, what do you think about Skeens' relationship?
Lower. You gotta put MLB.
What's Skeens'
Livy Dunn?
Yeah, what do you think about that? Do you have any opinions?
Power couple.
Do you as a man, because that's usually like what girls pay attention to, do you like paying attention to that off-field personal stuff? You can admit it.
It's on TikTok. It's on TikTok.
But do you guilty pleasure? Do you like following relationships of players and stuff?
Not really.
Okay.
Guilty pleasures, Love Island. I don't know.
Oh my god!
I just got done watching that. Let me tell you.
I'm turning into such a legit old person because like
Kyle Tucker. That's one of the biggest guys.
I do stay on TikTok to know what's going on with younger people.
Got it.
100%.
Yeah.
Because I just have to know what's going on with everything in the world. It's my thing. And the fact that like Huda is getting like 5 million likes per video, I'm like, we're so fucking stupid now, dude. Like, have some other interests. I guess it's a guilty pleasure, cool. But that's like, are you interested in like good movies too, please? Or like, do you read a book?
It's all about looks, bro. It's all girls care about now is lip fillers, nose jobs, and boob jobs.
Well,
they just want to look.
Well, women also have the highest college graduate rates. There are millions of smart women out there. Like on the same note, that's not all that girls care about. There's plenty of very smart women.
Saying the girls that are
on TikTok
related to TikTok are mostly those type of girls. I'm back to Huda. Huda is.
Be smart.
I hate her.
Be smarter, 20somethings.
Hurricane
Be
Huda.
smarter.
Yeah.
Gen Z, read some fucking books. Follow my page every Monday, okay? Show you what book to read. Okay. Off season. I'm sorry. Trade deadline, guys. What do we got?
Tucker. Kyle Tucker. He's on the Cubs right now. I think one of his biggest landing spots was like, I think either Arizona or I think Yankees, maybe even. Dylan Cease.
Your guy Cease.
Yeah, I like him. Zach Gallen. He's actually not pitching great. He's on the Diamondbacks right now. Okay. Valdez is a big one because he's on the Astros. He's been on the Astros for a while. And they lost all their guys. They lost Bregman to the Red Sox. They lost.
Oh, so Bregman's gone already.
Yeah, they lost Tucker. Tucker went to the Cubs. They've lost like 4 of their main guys. Correa left a couple years ago. But
are they still not in the race though?
No, there's. I haven't really been following.
They're still winning the fucking the West.
Yeah, they weren't in the beginning, but.
So wait, they're leading. The Astros are winning the West, and they have guys on the trading block.
No, they already lost them. They're winning from guys they lost last season.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Huh. Do you have any opinions on this?
Because they are the 6th highest salary this year.
But they're in first place.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have one kind of strong opinion on this trade deadline, maybe like a prediction or what? Any thoughts on this?
I think Dodgers are going to end up with 1 or 2 of the biggest guys on this, either Tucker and Valdez, or they're going to end up with, I don't know. I follow like MLB on Facts, like on Instagram and all those guys, and they're posting like the AI edited pictures of their guys in the jerseys where they're going. And it's like most of them I see, like literally all the pages, meme or not, it's them in a Dodgers uniform.
What are we even doing if the Dodgers pick up another 1 or 2?
What's the point?
3 guys. Seriously.
What's the point?
I mean, end of the day, they can still lose. So they just become this kind of Goliath that everybody's rooting against, which is fun to root against.
No, 100%. Like the World Series, I didn't care about it. I literally didn't care about it.
Oh, because it's the two
Yankees and Dodgers, the highest paid. It's just, it wasn't.
That said, it's like I basically clung on to like, well, California, Aaron Judge dropped a fly ball to center that lost the game and swung the series for him. Like, awesome.
Yeah.
You know, Schadenfreude, where you get joy out of like the displeasure of others.
Fails. That's all it is. I saw a funny bumper sticker the other day where it was just a picture of like the Fox score thing, and it was like 4-1 bases loaded, and it showed like they lost that game, but it was like they should have.
That was pretty great.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
I do find that like when it comes down to it for like a World Series or even a Super Bowl, like you kind of do ultimately find a team to root for. You search for it. You whittle it down somehow to where you're rooting for somebody.
But even if I'm a Giants fan and I'm watching the World Series, I was rooting for the Orioles in the playoffs. 2023? I was rooting for them. They're the youngest team, and they have. Bro, I love Gunnar. He's my favorite.
Speaking of, thank you.
I love Gunnar.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I love Gunnar.
No, he's awesome. Yeah, that team tragically couldn't score a fucking run. We had great pitching the last 2 playoffs. We literally couldn't score one run.
You guys have injuries, though?
No, I'm saying in our last 2 seasons where we did well.
Yeah.
Couldn't score shit in the playoffs.
No. It was like that playoff run was the sum of this season.
Dude, I learned because we've been so bad. Even like we were a playoff team in 2016, but the steroid era took me out of baseball for like, or no, I'm sorry. Once Barry, because Barry was my guy ever since I was like 7 years old. Bro. So once going through that and him just becoming the greatest player of all time and like, this is my favorite player before all this. And then the downfall of it all, it like traumatized me to baseball in general. So I backed off until fucking Adley came to the like I was gone for 20 years. That's why I know so little kind of now about the league. Yeah. So my point is that like, you know, Orioles, they were a playoff team I think in 2016 and some other seasons.
With Machado, right?
Yeah. I still was like detached from PTSD. So my Bonds PTSD. So getting back into it now, I didn't realize or I had forgotten what it was like to like lose a playoff series. Meh. It sucks, dude. It's the worst feeling, dude.
It's gross, especially when your team finally makes it.
Yeah, like it sucks.
Yeah.
It was almost, you know, the Commanders losing in the NFC Championship game. Maybe that's because we weren't expected to be there.
Are you a Combi fan? Commanders fan?
Oh yeah.
100%?
I mean, Redskins obviously first.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, since I was 7 years old, I was, you know, diehard.
I like it.
Anyways, so silver lining not being in the playoffs this year with the Orioles is that I don't have to experience that pain anymore.
Yeah.
Looks like the Giants won't either.
They should though. I want them to.
Okay, we can wrap up unless we want to go through.
Here, let's before this ends, give me your MVP candidates. If do you know?
I don't know anything about the league. You give me yours, dude. You're here to give
MVPs, American League, Judge, and then
well, give me a top three.
Top three.
American League and
American League. I think Jacob Wilson could be up there for Rookie of the Year. He's a rookie for the A's right here, number 2.
Oh, my boy,
bro, he's hitting 323 still, and it's almost August.
I went to watch the Orioles play.
I saw that.
He was hitting 370 at that time.
Yeah,
and that was in June. That was beginning of June.
He's another guy like Luis Arias. He's not a power hitter. He's a contact hitter, but he's still getting the extra base hits.
So wait, he is in your top 3 American League MVP guys?
I think so.
Okay.
He'll win Rookie of the Year for sure. I think so. I don't think has a rookie ever won MVP?
That's a great question. The answer is yes.
Who?
Okay, wait. Okay, I take that back. Cal Ripken won it his second year. He won Rookie of the Year and then MVP. This was in 83 and 84. Yeah. And this is like my like Bible as a kid. Like I was 3 or 4 then, so I don't remember that, but that's like what I was raised on was Cal Ripken. I got like pictures with and everything. So Wilson, second in the league with 323. Judge is hitting 352. That's insane.
Bro, he's not human.
Pena 322, Aranda 316, and Jake Myers 308. This is American League.
Yeah.
We'll run through these actually. Home run leaders, Rowley, Judge. Big drop off down to Riley Green, 25. Caminero and Tyler Ward on the Angels only with 23.
I would say my MVP for American League is Judge.
It's not even close.
Judge is gonna win. Nah, I say Rowley. He's just a beast. And it's weird. Junior Camanero's up there. He was a rookie last year.
Okay.
He's pretty good.
He is. I got to see him play a little bit.
Go to National League.
So wait, your top 3 guys are just Judge. Is it Rayleigh? It's Rayleigh.
Rowley, same thing.
Who's a third guy? They
call him Big Dumper.
Right. Yeah, you love that nickname.
Yeah, Big Dumper.
And your third guy is
I don't really have a third guy for the American.
There isn't.
I'd say Bobby Witt if he pulls it together, because he's always up there. Last year he had an insane season, and it kind of sucked that he was behind Judge.
Will Smith running away with the batting title?
Right?
What?
Right?
The only guy hitting over 300 in the National League.
The National League average leaders are so odd. Like Kyle Stowers, he was an Oriole.
Dude, and we got shit for him.
Yeah, I know.
One of the worst trades ever.
But he wasn't good back then.
Dude, honestly, he was young. He was good in minors.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know that Stowers was second in the fucking league in hitting. This ruins me, dude. This is what a horrible year.
He was an all-star. He was an all-star.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I like Brendan Donovan. He's not on this list, but that's one of my other guys.
Who's he play for?
He's Cardinals. Same with Alec Burleson. He's a beast. I think he's hitting like 290.
Well,
he's right below Freddie Freeman.
Okay. Sal Frelick.
Right.
Who the fuck is
2023 rookie for the Brewers.
Exactly.
That's what I mean.
The worst name.
Bro, we have the National League batting leaders is a catcher, a fucking trade, and Sal Frelick.
Alec Burleson hitting 293.
Big motherfucker he's big. He's like 6'7", 300 pounds.
We need to do this pod every week just so I can know who the best players in baseball are. Home run guys, we have Eugenio Suarez in Arizona.
Dude, he is.
Oh, leading Ohtani.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Ohtani's not doing that great this year.
Dude, fuck Ohtani. I instantly don't like any. Yeah, fuck him. I know he's a great guy. I don't care. I don't like that he's great at everything. And if you're great at everything, I'm not going to like you. I'm sorry.
So who do you think the best baseball player in baseball is right
it's
now?
It's obviously him. I hate him.
Scroll down, scroll down, or scroll up.
Scroll up?
No, or other way. Down.
Wait. Schwarber 32.
Yeah.
Oh,
PCA's another guy. PCA, he was a rookie last year. He's balling.
You know what's funny? For somebody that doesn't pay attention to the league, I know who Pete Crow Armstrong is.
Yeah, everyone knows who PCA is.
Well, why? He caught the zeitgeist somehow. What is it about him?
He's young.
Little kids seem to like him. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why.
Okay. Maybe that's just anecdotal. Yeah. I saw one thing.
I saw Schwarber's on track to go past 500 home runs, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. I think he's at like 390 right
so
now.
Suzuki and Crow Armstrong.
Right? The Cubs are good. I think the Cubs this year or next year, they're going to make a good playoff run.
Suzuki second in the NL in RBIs. Schwarber always up there. Schwarber's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. But you know what's different? Remember last year he was hitting like 190, but he was leading the league in home runs for most of the year, but he had one of the worst batting averages, and he was a leadoff hitter. But they moved him to the 5-hole. Now he's like a 250 hitter and still leading home runs. So his average and home runs are still there. So I think that was good for the Phillies.
Ohtani not hitting over 292. Freddie Freeman fifth in the NL for the Dodgers. Do we want to talk pitching before we head out here? Or hits? Do we want to talk most hits? Machado, Turner. How do you feel about the hit statistic in general?
I was going to say I hate Machado, but
you do? I
hit
love
statistic?
Him. Just like, look, our hits list is entirely different than the average list.
No one really cares about hits.
I love hits.
I know. No one really cares about hits. They care about home runs, and they care about
Dude, I'm a big
extra
hit
base
guy. I like
extra bases.
It's almost my favorite stat because it's because even like RBIs, it's technically chance. Like
that someone's on.
Right. Like, you got to be clutch. It's like a clutch stat.
Yeah.
You know? And look,
yeah.
The mental aspect of baseball is important. If you're clutch with guys on base, that's important. Mm-hmm. But to me, hits is like the most pure stat in baseball. Granted,
I agree. That's why you'll love Jacob Wilson. If you watch him play.
I saw him play.
Bro.
That's the A's guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's fucking awesome.
Oh, wait. Not a Jacob Wilson, but we had a little Brent Rooker bobblehead day.
How do you feel about the A's announcer? You like her?
I feel bad for her.
I love her.
I
love her. She's awesome. Bro, like, even despite the clips of her getting trolled, even just watching her, it makes the game more fun.
Dude, I'm so glad that we kept going because that's the best clip from this whole pod. That
you love the A's. I love her, dude. She's hilarious.
I can't wait to do an edit of you saying this with her calls interspersed between.
I love her. And that ball, dude, my favorite one by far is Mason Miller to Jose Siri. And he's like, it's not your night, Jose Siri. And then the next pitch is a home run. And she's like, oh, that ball's hit a long way.
Oh, so you like her ironically.
Yeah. But I also like her announcing.
You know what? I love that you like her. You're a true feminist young man, okay? You support women.
Yeah.
You think that there should be women in baseball in every way possible.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I don't know about women playing in baseball, yeah. There is a girl in college that actually was like leading strikeouts for the first part of the year this year.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
Dude, I mean, look, evolution is a thing, and the more, time that's put into something, Title IX, do you know what Title IX is? So, this shows how old I am. When I was like in junior high school, this law was passed that like colleges and high schools had to invest a certain amount of money into women's sports. Okay, so this is like 25, 30 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And you literally, it takes 30, 40, 50 years. But, dude, you see it like WNBA now versus then, women's soccer now versus then, like is a genuine. So the more time and effort that's put into something, kind of on a social level, things can even out, or at least you can get these like these outliers where it's like there might be a woman that is like a very, very good pitcher. Not because she throws 98, but just has the off-speed shit, the location, whatever. You know, we see now, obviously, you know, women shooters, right? Like there were some good WNBA players or women's college basketball players back in the 90s, 2000s, but it's cool to kind of see evolution happen in just a lifetime, because you know these things take, you know, hundreds of years. But my point is that in our lifetime, what if we see a woman pitcher in the pros?
Won't.
Okay.
We won't.
I think you could throw Caitlin Clark in an NBA game and she could score. Running picks 100%. Out threes.
Yeah, but she still won't.
Okay.
She won't. I mean, I think the average height of a...
So much for your feminist personality, Elijah.
I mean, the height, look at the height. The average height of an NBA player is...
Bro, Muggsy Bogues was 5'4", dog.
A foot longer.
Muggsy Bogues was 5'4". Spud Webb. Do you know these guys?
Yeah, and what's his... Jason Kidd was pretty short, right?
No, he's like 6. He's like my height, probably. But in the 3-ball game, look, I'm just saying, a woman that throws 83 but just has nasty shit around the plate, it'd be phenomenal to see. Maybe college.
She'd still strike me out, 100%. 100%. I couldn't hit a fastball now.
Okay, let's wrap up. You know I'm a political guy. Should I even ask you this? Yeah, I'm going to ask you this. We're talking about sports and women. Mm-hmm. You might be surprised by my answer on this, since I'm kind of a outspoken progressive. What's your opinion on the whole transgender sports thing? And you can be totally honest.
So I'm pro whatever you want to do. Whatever
really
makes you happy.
Wow.
I am not for transgender
born boys
playing women's sports.
Okay, so yeah, so you're not pro that. Right.
I am not with that. That's right. It's just the girl in the Olympics, the man transitioned to a woman, beating them by breaking records. You can't. It's just it's sad. Right. Even me and my girlfriend talked about this. She ran track, and there was a transgender, I think, that she talked about, and it's just not fair. Something they've worked their whole life for. Like, obviously, men are stronger. Men are taller. Right. Men are. It's
biological.
Yeah, it's biological.
It's the only issue I agree with Republicans on, probably in the world, is that and
sports need to be kept old school.
And the argument is, that said, it's like become way too much of it's like not like a nationally important issue. I think they talk about that shit way too much and make it this like huge thing when it's not.
100%.
But the point is that, you know, as a coach, someone that may be a coach in the future that really cares about high school sports and college sports and all that, youth sports, is that it's about women. It's about women and women's sports, and making sure that, like, you know, I feel that way. I don't want a born male to play women's sports because I care about women's sports. Like, I want them to excel in their thing.
100%.
That said, it's always been the case. I had a girl on my little league team when I was 9 or whatever, and like that can happen. And, like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like we said, if a woman's good enough to play a man's sport.
It's sad when it happens. I think of it as it's sad because women's sports don't get any attention. Like, even Caitlin Clark.
They do now.
Well, Caitlin Clark, yeah. Well, yeah, but imagine if...
You're saying compared to men's sports.
Yeah, compared to men's sports. Yeah. So, but imagine a man transitions to a woman and then goes and plays WNBA and they're the best. It's just...
Right. Okay.
It's kind of shitting on their whole operation there.
All right. We're closing out with deep political takes.
Yeah.
All right. Elijah Rainey. How was your first pod? Did you have fun?
Another one later this week?
No. I'm saying, how'd you like the first pod? Okay.
I want to do it again.
Cool. It is fun, isn't it? You were the first pod in my new office in downtown Chico, California. I just mentioned, I'm going to do a little plug here. I'll let you plug your whatever you want to in a sec. I'm going to start consulting and producing podcasts for other people, so you can contact me at Derek Ahlswede on Instagram or at Ahlswede Collection. Where can people find you online? Or do you want people to find you on
there? Elijah Rainey, first and last name, on everything.
Do you want followers or do you care about that shit?
I care about that shit.
I mean, I know you don't try, but if you just got an influx of like
Oh, I
people
love
started
it.
following you. Okay.
So my biggest thing is I want to find a way to make money on the side without having to
have a normal shit job.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Because I'm actually going to school right now to be a teacher. I don't know if I told you that. Yeah. So yeah, but I'd love to have a little extra something.
I'm just gonna assume you're my protege in every way, and you're doing it because you want to be like me. No, I'm just kidding.
It's better.